Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Hey guys, how are we all doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing pretty well out there. Today's video, I want to talk about a couple different things. The biggest thing I want to talk about today is the Razor Crest and that whole new kit that we have added in the game here shortly with a new edition of Conquest. So in the game right now, you can see the mode, but you can't play it just yet. So if you come over to Galactic Battles, you go over to Conquest, you can see it right here. I believe it will be live on March 1st. Today is March 24th, but when this video goes live, it'll be March 25th. You can see that right there. It's in the game. It's going to be coming out here shortly. But also, the other cool thing is that with the shipments, you already have the shipments already out. And all this will be tied in with a lot of just, how you progress through the entire Conquest. Getting some more bonuses with the stats like crit damage, my favorite one personally. And then some, defense penetration, potency, and I'm sure this is all random as well, and some speed as well. And then you have other ones that help you restore stamina as well on some of these different characters. I'm not too sure how this will work. We'll have to see how this works. But in my theory with how this might work is, maybe over time you use these characters, they get burnt out and they might lose some of their stats over time, and then you can pop them with a large stim or any stim to that extent, and it helps give them back their stats that they used to have. Or maybe it's simple as, they just have like a percentage where they just go lower and lower until you can't use them anymore. And then you got to pop a stim and then they're going to go back, and it has nothing to do with any stat decreases at all. I don't know. It could be very, very simple, or it could be very intricate, and I have yet to know what that kind of is about. Maybe they talked about it in the recent post, but I didn't really care to read it all. I'm sorry. I want to see that actually in action rather than just reading it. But you got all that, and then you have some gear at the bottom. But then, probably the coolest part here is you can farm some characters. And I'm pretty sure this is all going to be Mandalorians for the time being. So right now in the shop, I have Sabine Wren. But if you were to come over here, somebody took a screenshot for me. I appreciate it a lot. And they sent me this in the Conquest mode. It's awesome. I think this is from Lion Alex. Thank you so much for this screenshot that he took. But you can see the armor. You can farm the armor, the newest, one of the newest additions to the game when it comes to characters. It's a great character. You can use her low gear, but if you want to use her with some other Mandos, I'm sure you're going to need her with, 7-star with relics. So you can farm, the armor, which is awesome. You can, wait for her node to come out when you farm her, and also slow farm her from the Conquest store, which is awesome. I love this a lot, so I'm pretty pumped for this. Yeah, the whole Conquest mode, guys, I'll be covering it a lot. So if you guys want to stay tuned for some of that content, just feel free to sub. And we're trying to hit 15K subs, so feel free to if you guys want to help support me there. But yeah, Conquest store, awesome stuff here. Some extra stats, also some healing, and some health steal stat bonuses and just everything like that. It takes both the actual currency itself for the Conquest credits, and also it takes up crystals. So it takes up 2 things if you want to use them in the store. And yeah, we're just waiting for it to come out, and that's about it there. And then the next thing I want to talk about in today's video is the Razor Crest. So I could pull up the kit reveal like on the actual forums, but it's already in the game, so why don't I just show it in game right now? This one takes Beskar Mando, and this is the newest legendary that we have been given. And this guy is a pain in the butt to gear. You have to get a lot of other characters built up for him. So in my opinion, this should be a legit ship, and it will. I believe it will be. You just you gotta have this guy, which is one of the harder guys to acquire right now, and he's not the best in my opinion. So it's funny. One thing I want to mention: this is a bounty hunter cargo ship and a scoundrel ship, and guess what? The Beskar Mando is not even a bounty hunter, so I think that's pretty funny. So we got the Razor Crest. The kit reveal was awesome. If you guys haven't really checked it out, go check it out. But basically, we'll go over it a little bit right here. You have an insane crew unique here. I call this like a unique because it's pretty much a unique for the ship. So basically, whatever like all this pretty much has in detail here is whenever another bounty hunter ally uses a special ability, they first inflict breach on the target enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. So you get guaranteed breaches, guys, and it's so awesome to see that. Breach is one of the best mechanics in Fleet. So let's keep reading here. It says the first time allies inflict breach 6 times, while he's active, it gives out more crit damage, and you get some more speed and offense to other active bounty hunter allies. You get the crit damage for yourself, and that doesn't spread to the others, but you give out rather more offense and speed to the other bounty hunters, which is insane. I'm really excited. It's like a mini payout, which is awesome. And then also it says here, if a marked enemy is defeated, it reduces the cooldowns of active allied bounty hunters by 1. Crazy, guys. It is really insane here. Also, it says here, the last thing here is that while he's active, breached enemies have 30% less critical damage. So, I mean, the whole shebang is here, guys. I mean, look at the bounty hunter teams we got, and rather ships. You got a crazy Houndstooth. You got the slave one, who I'm pretty sure he can do multiple damage on his basic. Yeah, he can do potentially 3 hits on a basic. And then the XB can do double taps on his basic too. And he can inflict breach. And then you have, you know, a Bosk here, and you got IG 2000. I mean, guys, this will be a good team. And I would say that it probably could even beat some negotiators. So you got that crazy unique there. And then on his other, rather this is his unique, but the other one's his crew, but they're kind of both uniques anyways. This says that it can ignore taunt, which is awesome to see, just like the hyena. And then it says it has 5 stacks of reinforced hull at the start of the battle, which can be a copy, dispel, or prevented, so it's going to be like a locked buff. And then the first time he is reduced to 1% health, it recovers 90% health and gains more reinforced hulls, 3 more of them. And basically what this all does is you give 250% defense per stack. And you lose one whenever you get damaged. So, guys, this is like not going to only be a very hefty damage dealer, but also a very hefty tank in this whole lineup of bounty hunter ships. And, you know, imagine having this guy who's going to be hard to kill, as well as a Bosk. And you can call in to assist some bounty hunters that can call Bosk in to, you know, cleanse off his debuffs and give him more health back and protection. I mean, this is going to be insane, guys. So you got that. And now the specials here. It says deal damage to a target enemy and inflict breach for 2 turns. So you can rather, with his other crew, you can inflict breach with this one, and then also inflict breach with just this being a crew. So it's awesome. You get pretty much 2 breaches there, which should count towards his little contract for 6 breaches. And then continuing on here, it says if the target already had breach, inflict buff immunity on them for 2 turns. And it says also call a target other bounty hunter to assist. So you can call in Bosk if you want to for some more healing, cleansing off his debuffs, or you can call in to assist the Exanimate Blood for more double taps and more damage with that stuff, or maybe just Boba Fett. And then on this one, you got a basic, which is incredible too. It says if the enemy is breached, you inflict a mark, which can't be evaded or resisted for 2 turns. So the marked is the only mark that has anything to do with bounty hunters in the fleet game right now. And it says here, the biggest thing with marked in his kit is that if you kill somebody who was marked, you reduce the cooldowns of the bounty hunters by 1. So you can pretty much just keep spamming specials if you keep killing people who are marked. So awesome stuff. I love this one a lot, guys. And, you know, just talking about other ones for a second. The other one that I would say, outside of Houndstooth, of course, that's pretty big for this whole faction, is Exanimate Blood. And that's because of his crew. It says breached enemies have 25% less offense with that lowered crit damage. So, like, people like Anakin or the Falcon, they will not be doing a whole lot of damage to you guys. So, awesome stuff. And also, it says here, let's see here, bounty hunter allies right here. It says they deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max health when damaging breached enemies. So just lots more damage, guys, being spread out over the table. It's going to be awesome. So you got that. You got some more target locks, some more assists. You have 2 assists now. And then you have just more double taps with him on his basic. And then I think Slave 1 will be a really, really big one right here, because he can do some more damage hits here on his basic. He actually has a taunt, but that's only for a reinforcement. And then over time, you have a seismic charge. And if you keep getting kills with you know, having the marked enemy dying in that whole Razor Crest's crew power, you can spam seismic charge over and over again, potentially. And this is one of the most underrated specials in the game. It's very hard to get because you can only use it after 3 turns, but if you can get to it, it does some insane damage. It not only goes and hits them, but it also does bonus damage equal to 30% of their max health. And then if we're talking about breached enemies, this will do even more damage if Exanimate Blood is on the field. So it's crazy. I probably would bring him as a reinforcement though, just so you can have a taunt, like an extra taunt off the bench. Maybe you want to just bring in the Houndstooth as a reinforcement, though. But that's huge. And then you have this basically does some more damage and some more hits. And then you have an AoE here as well. This is going to be insane, guys. I'm so pumped for all of this. And then, of course, you got Houndstooth. He has this little thing here. Breach enemies have less evasion, not the biggest thing in the world, but you got another taunt here. A lot more just protection. He's an insane taunt. If you guys know how he works, you don't have to read this, but you have a taunt here, some more breach on his taunt, and basically that can reduce, or can rather give him more health back and protection if he's taunting, and it cleanses him off right there. Pretty simple. And then last but not least, we have IG 2000. I don't know how he'll be working this whole team, but probably going to be a good reinforcement nonetheless. He can also give out target locks, not the craziest thing in the world. His unique is more with droids and giving out more health and offense, over time. So not the craziest thing. You have less reduced crit chance, not the best thing though. But you do have, I think, if they're breached, you can attack again. So that's pretty cool. I prefer him, IG 2000, with the droids with the malevolence. But now that's the bounty hunter ships. Let's talk about capital ships for a second, guys. So right now in the game, there's no bounty hunter capital ship, but there could be. But my take on this whole thing is that I don't really believe we'll get a bounty hunter capital ship added in, like a Hondo or anything to that extent. Just because right there, with reading the Razor Crest and his kit, I think it's already there pretty much. But you're going to have to just probably use a Thrawn, the Chimera. I don't see the other capital ships being too good with those bounty hunters, but Thrawn and the Chimera could do some really great stuff because you have some healing here. You have some more call to assist right here. You have some TMR. And then you have an Annihilate over time. So it's pretty good to have a Thrawn on your, back burners. Or maybe potentially this can beat, like, Malevolences and Negotiators. We don't know. But it's awesome. You also have more critical damage, crit chance, and then just some more bonuses here. It's awesome. I do think that this fleet could beat some really good stuff. So Chimera is probably your best bet at the moment. If perchance we do get a bounty hunter capital ship, I can see this being meta, guys. I can see it being meta. I just see it happening with the breach mechanic. It's probably the best mechanic for a fleet right now in the game outside target lock. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. At the moment, though, if you guys want to use Thrawn and you still have a pretty good Empire fleet built up, then use the Executrix with the Tarkin. That's a great one to use as well. Just so you can maximize your fleet in general, so you don't have to have, weaker guys on defense or on offense. You have a good fleet to use. And I would love to see this whole new Razor Crest in the lineup with bounty hunters being used. So can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. And I think this is 145 unlock. I am pretty sure that's a 4-star unlock for this ship. And that's only going to be unlocked via the Galactic, the Conquest mode. So I'm not sure how much we'll get, but you can unlock the shards there and get the ship done there. But guys, I'm just so pumped for that ship, really. I believe that will be meta. As long as we get some new, some testing in it, or maybe we get like a bounty hunter capital ship, any of those would be so awesome to see. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. I just want to go over Conquest a bit, go over, talking about the armor. You can farm the armor from the new shipments in the store, as we saw in that screenshot earlier. And also just the Razor Crest, guys. I am very excited to get this ship unlocked. Hopefully it can happen sooner than later. We'll have to see. But yeah, definitely work on some bounty hunter ships if you want to, in the future, have a good fleet here. Go for it. You don't have to. I think there's other I can't talk. There's other better fleets out there already. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any other videos you'd like me to go and talk about and go over, I would love to know your guys' comments down below in the comment section, or join up in the Discord as well. That's all down below in the description. Go check it out, guys. We're trying to hit 15K subs. Again, feel free to sub if you're new here, or if you have not subbed already, feel free to do that. Also, like the video and share it around. It will definitely help as well. Thanks for watching again, guys. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out, and have a good one. See you guys.